But yesterday, things got very hot in the House. They voted on whether to expel George Santos, who pleaded not guilty to 23-count federal that includes money laundering, identity theft, and lying to federal officials.
Congressman Santos was being almost expelled because of some criminal activities that he committed. Let's watch and see.
We're going to set a new precedent today that we are against lying fraudsters coming to the House of Representatives. Well, then I am all for that precedent.
When you can make up the fact that your mother was in the Twin Towers on September 11th, this is not something you joke about, you lie about. It is unfit.
We risk losing the trust that the American people have placed in us by passing judgment without due process.
Looking at the views, looking at those ladies, they try to talk about Santos, Congressman Santos, committed some crime like money laundering, identity theft. Like, he committed so many crimes and he was to be expelled by the Senate. The Congress signed that he will not be expelled. They didn't approve his expel. They refused that he should not be expelled. That some Democrats too were for him. It wasn't a crime that they could expel someone. All in all, they tried to explain that throughout Congress, in the history of Congress, only 5 people have been expelled, which was a crime that they could not really sustain. Those are unbearable crimes. That's unbearable.
So, do you agree that due process was met here? Because, as you pointed out, they're okay with other kinds of stuff. You know, he's not good for this, but should he run for president? I mean, because it's crazy.
I'm glad he put a crown on his head because he's the king of lying. You know, so even some Democrats. First of all, I want to really commend some of the Republicans from New York who are holding their own delegation member and their own party member accountable. I suspect that, like most other Americans, they're just incredibly embarrassed by him. I think every New Yorker should be embarrassed, probably except for the writers of Saturday Night Live. He's making for some great comedy and skits. You know, but as much as I hate to say this, I kind of agree with Jamie Raskin and some of the Democrats who voted against expelling him, because I think he should be suspended, but not expelled. There's only been 5 people expelled from Congress in history, 3 because they joined the Confederacy, and 2 after they were convicted. If he gets convicted, expel him the next day. But I do think that this lying fraudster, multiple personality, buying designer wear with campaign money guy deserves due process. Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly. Like, listen, due process does matter, but it matters in the court of law. You're not entitled to due process in the workplace. No average American, if they were indicted 23 times, none of us would have jobs here. ABC would have turned off.
Concerning Santos, he wasn't expelled, and according to the views, look at their different points. Some of them were against, like Senator Bob's, who's him and his wife too were being accused of criminal activities with a foreign board organization. And looking at most of the Congress, like in the Congress, some of their family members would take their names and do illegal activities. So their views was trying to like give an idea, some advice, some option. So option, like they try to like look at it that those congressmen, like the people in power, look for a way that their family will not be able to take their names and use it for criminal activities. Just like what happened in with Binder, what happened with Bob. Senator Bob and what is happening with Santos also. So sometimes their relative will take their names and use to commit those criminal activities because they're in power. All in all, most of them are doing that, but just few are being caught, like Santos and like Senator Bob also and the wife. But at the end, the Senator Bob and the wife were not found not guilty. If it is clear, according to the View, they say it is clear that they were guilty, but after everything, after every investigation, they came up with the option with the one that they were not found guilty. Senator Santos, finally by the Congress, they decide not to expel him, and he took that as a pride. According to the whole Views, he went and let's see his reaction.
Happened was the House ended up voting to not expel him. Yes. And then he posted this on his social media account last night. Do you see what it says? If you come for me, you best not miss.
He put that crown on his head?
Yes, he did. He put the crown on his own head. So do you agree that due process was...
According to Santos, Congressman Santos, he put the crown of on his head, and he was very elated. According to like one of the hosts and one of the hosts of the View said that crown is a crown of lies, telling a crown of someone who is not just. So that is why he has that crown on him, and that is how they look at his own crown to be. But that's what they look at the crown that he put on his head to be.
It's crazy.
I'm glad he put a crown on his head because he's the king of lying.
Our email, if you're working at a gas station, you're going to be out of work and you still get due process in court. An indictment doesn't come lightly, and these are incredibly serious charges. I feel the same way about Senator Bob Menendez. I don't think either of them should be serving in Congress right now, the House or the Senate, when you've been indicted multiple times, criminal charges. In Bob Menendez's case, this is talking about coordinating with a foreign government, acting as a foreign agent allegedly against our own government. We need more accountability. I do not get why our politicians, whether it's Donald Trump, George Santos, or Bob Menendez, can get away.
Let me see your own suggestion on the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and help share the video. God bless you.